Hey guys, welcome back. This is CD Purchases Part 37. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. I am Gary of the Elysiums. Thank you for joining me on this Christmas Eve night. Hopefully I provide you with a little bit of entertainment. I have two small stacks here, not too much. Sipping on some El Padrino, lime flavored tequila. And so I have some kind of, rock pop stuff. And then I have some more of some metal stuff. Yeah, I know I'm not taking shots. I'm just kind of sipping on some. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to leave the metal stuff towards the last. First up, we got the new album by Duran Duran, Dance Macabre. A lot of new studio songs on here, along with a few covers. One of them being Painted Black by the Rolling Stones and Psycho Killer from Talking Heads. Then I grabbed the Black Crowes. This is the anniversary edition, remastered Southern Harmony and the Musical Companion. It is released as a, I believe, 4 CD box set. This is just a double CD. It features the original album remastered, along with selections from the box set on disc 2. A few live stuff on there from, where's this from? January 4th, 1992. Oh, live in studio. I was going to say, I can't see where that says. And also stuff live from Houston, Texas from 93. Demos, cover of Bob Dylan's Rainy Day Women, number 12 and 35, among other things. And this one I did cave, and I feel like it's just something I needed to have for the collection. Rockstar, the new album by Dolly Parton. Double album. It features mainly covers. There are a few original songs on here. The original songs are actually my favorite on here, and along with the song with Rob Halford, which is called Bygones. The other stuff, I don't really care to hear it. Song, actually there is a song with Steven Tyler that's not bad. But yeah, a lot of covers of like classic rock stuff. I mean, if you want to hear it, for me it's more of just having a collection. And sticking with country, this is Willie Nelson. This is called Bluegrass. I'm a Willie Nelson fan. I'm a fan of outlaw country, classic country. This is Willie's first bluegrass album. Features mostly all, of his original songs rewritten in the bluegrass style. I do like bluegrass. I don't really own a lot of stuff from bluegrass, but when I hear it, I do like it. Promise you, not drunk. I'm just enjoying my one night off until I go back to work. Newest by Rival Sons. This is called Nightbringer. This is the second album that Lightbringer. I'm sorry, I think I said Nightbringer. Second album by Rival Sons, released in 2023. Almost like 2 EPs, or they could have just made one long album or a double album. I forget the name of the first one. A band I'm still trying to get into. I know a lot of people like them. Just trying to get into them still. Speaking on the outlaw country, this is a newer country artist, Chris Stapleton. He's pretty well known by now. A lot of glare on that one. This is Higher, his newest. I did not listen to this yet, so I don't have any input on this just yet. Man, Chris has an amazing voice, and once in a while it's cool to throw on, especially in the summer when you're just hanging out. And this is the newest. I thought I had this, but I didn't. This is Vibrating, newest from Collective Soul. It's okay. It's not the best thing they've ever done. Definitely don't have the same sound as their earlier albums released in the 90s. But, the band's still going on, so I guess that's all we could say about that, really. And next up, Neil Young. This is called Before and After. Basically, it's a largely acoustic album. There are a couple, not covers, but a couple of Neil's songs he redid. Burned, which was from Buffalo Springfield. On the Way Home, we know. Birds from my favorite, you know, after the Gold Rush, drew a blank there real quick. Comes a Time, obviously the cover, or the title track from Comes a Time. Mr. Soul, another song he brought over from Buffalo Springfield. Now we're moving on to some jazz. You know, like I said, this video is kind of a mixed bag. This is Evenings at the Village Gate, John Coltrane with Eric Dolphy. As far as jazz artists go, John Coltrane is my all-time favorite. I still think A Love Supreme is the greatest jazz album of all time. Kind of Blue, I would put it number 2. John Coltrane played that, and also, yeah, I know it's very generic, but hey, let's face it, they are 2 of the greatest jazz albums of all time. And then I do believe I had this one. According to Discogs collection, it does say I have it, but I can't find it if I do. This is My Favorite Things, Coltrane at Newport. Features 2 concerts from Newport in 63 and 65. Then I got the newest from Peter Gabriel. I don't really know what this is called. I/O, I guess. I read about it. Didn't really see anyone talking about it, so I don't really know how he's pronouncing the album or you know, naming the album. I'm just going to call it I/O. It's probably what it is anyway. I'm sure someone will comment and tell me how to pronounce it if I did not already. Yeah, I mean, good album by Peter Gabriel. His voice still sounds as great as it did in the days of Genesis and his, you know, heights of his solo career in the 80s. Cool to see something from Gabriel again. It's probably been about 20 years, if not a little longer, since he has put something out. So, you know, cool to hear that and see that from Peter Gabriel. And then I got the remastered edition of Diamonds and Pearls by Prince with his band, The New Power Generation. 1992 album, remastered, double disc. Second disc includes single mixes and edits, remastered. 15 tracks, some remixes, some edits of stuff. This was, I like this cover a lot better. The original cover was just kind of a bronzish, goldish, you know, outline with this big silver hologram in the middle. It did not age well. And then I grabbed the newest by John Mellencamp, Orpheus Descending. For those of you that commented on my last video when I asked you categorize John Cougar by C or M when you have Cougar, and then Mellencamp, John Cougar Mellencamp, a lot of people said they categorize it by his first name, J, John. I don't know. I don't do that. Everything's by last name. I think it's just a thing because of the record stores I go to and I'm used to. That's why I do that. All right, now we're going to get more into the metal side of things. This is the newer band, not newest. This is Spirit Box. This is their newest EP. Features 6 songs in there. Spirit Box is kind of hard to categorize. Definitely in the metal realm, not fully metal though. A little bit of, I want to say, touch of screamo, electronic. Definitely a unique sound for sure, and this band definitely has a bright future to come. Classic death metal album that I finally got. Dismember Like an Ever-Flowing Stream. Love this album. Glad to finally own it on CD. It's kind of very, very rare to find. Wound up seeing it on Amazon and grabbed it. Another album, which these are all albums, classic death metal albums, as you could see, that for some reason I haven't owned yet, or I've owned them in the past and do not now, obviously, or I just don't have them remastered. So that's basically what this is. This is Amorphous, their debut album with the Carillion Isthmus. Probably saying that wrong also. The Carillion Isthmus. Next up, great underrated death metal band, Cancer. This is Death Shall Rise. Double disc. Second disc is Live at Wrexham Memorial Hall, Wales, from August 31st, 1990. Kind of a cool cover, but then kind of cheesy at the same time. This one, you know, people are probably shocked I don't have this. Another classic one that I know I've had it before. This is remastered though. Epicus Doomicus Metallicus, the debut album from Candlemass, basically epic doom metal. The opening track, Solitude, is, in my opinion, the greatest doom metal song ever written. One of the greatest metal songs, period, ever written. Please just let me die in solitude. Awesome, awesome stuff. And I finally replaced this Cannibal Corpse album, Kill. In my opinion, one of the greatest in the Corpse Grinder era. It's right up there with their newest albums. I mean, Violence Unimagined. And I know a lot of people don't like Vile, but I actually do like Vile a lot. But between Kill and Violence Unimagined, even Chaos Horrific, the one that came out this year, they're all up there as, some of the greatest albums of Corpse Grinder's career. I do love the first four of Barnes over anything Corpse Grinder done. Sorry. It's just classic Cannibal Corpse for me. It's just amazing. This one I'm glad to finally have. Got this from a friend. Gave it to me. The Crimson Idol by Wasp. Such a great album that really, really tough to find. And, me and my friend, we were, I go over there, we jam, kind of get a band together, and this has always been sitting in his, his garage where we play on display, and I just glad I finally have it, and he was kind enough to give it to me. Speaking of great death metal bands, second release I bought from Cancer. This is To the Gory End. Now, I've had the original pressing of To the Gory End, which I think I paid like almost $30 for it. I forget if that's good or bad, but either way, I just really needed to have it. And at the time, it wasn't remastered yet, so it was really tough to get. It was at a local CD store that's no longer around, unfortunately. But now I have the remastered version. Double disc. Second disc is a demo from 1989. Most of the songs obviously ended up being the debut album. But yeah, Cancer is such an underrated band, and that cover always reminded me of like an Italian Fulci film, something like that. One of those guys. Next up is a newer band that I like a lot. I really, really like them. And I've been listening to it, unfortunately online. I know I like physical media, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere, so I finally ordered it online. This is called Shades of Sorrow from Crypta. All-female death metal band from Brazil. I'm almost positive from Brazil. Yeah, man, this band is definitely one of the bands of the future. Like, this is amazing stuff. I didn't get their first album yet. The album that came before this. Definitely got to pick that up. But yeah, these girls kill it. It's such an amazing album, and I'm really looking forward to hearing more from Crypta, and hopefully they come around soon so I can see them on tour, because I feel like they put on a killer live show. This is a classic. Consuming Impulse, Pestilence, another one that's kind of rare to find. This is remastered 2-disc. The slipcover, the original cover, looks like kind of an orgy of guys eating each other, an orgy of cannibals. Not guys, or women and men. People eating each other. I do like this cover better, I guess because it's so kind of iconic. But yeah, the first disc is obviously the album remastered. CD2 features 2 live shows. Live in Vegel, probably butchered that name, in 1989, and Live Bochum, 1988. Probably butchered that also. And then there's a demo track of Consuming Impulse, the title track. So yeah, glad to have that. Another classic album finally have remastered. Tales from a Thousand Lakes. Amorphous also features the Black Winter Day EP, all on one album. Yeah, great stuff. Great melodic death metal. And surprisingly, it also features a cover of The Doors' Light My Fire. Kind of cool. And last but not least, I had to rebuy this. I had the original Digipack when it came out, with the DVD, the making of the album. Fortunately, because it's digipack, which suck, it fell apart and I had to rebuy it. Evisceration Plague by Cannibal Corpse. The way they reprinted this is really hard to see. You can't even see the spine. Obviously, with the glare, it's hard to see even more. Another album that a lot of people, Corpse fans, don't really appreciate. I think it's good. I like it a lot. I think it was awesome. Obviously, production by Eric Rutan is amazing. Paul Mazurkiewicz kills it with the blast beats on this album. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. And if I made your Christmas Eve night, then thanks, but I doubt it. Yeah, that is my newest pickups. I will be doing another pickup video hopefully pretty soon. I'm trying to get back out there and do a little shopping. It's been a little tough this time of the year. So busy at work that I've only been getting like one day off a week, and it's usually it's Sunday, and I gotta try to do everything I can, get all my errands in there, play with the band, stuff like that. So it's been a little tough for me to get out there. So hopefully I will be doing something soon. And for the first time ever, I've never really done this. I'm thinking about doing a video of my favorite albums released in 2023. However, I'm going to wait until 2024 so I can really have the year end and listen to everything that came out. I know a lot of people will do a year end list in the end of November, the beginning of December. It's like, well, if you did it in the beginning of December, you have a whole month that something may come out. I know not a lot of new releases come out in December, usually like from Black Friday on, except for the Record Store Day, Black Friday. So I kind of wanted to wait on that and really soak in all the albums that came out in 2023 before I make my picks. And yeah, that's it for this video. Again, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Take care.